Hey, Neymar. Neymar. Oi.
Cuando queráis.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The throw out does eventually find its way through to Neymar, held up on that far side. Gonzalo Escalante taken out of the game. Neymar down the left of the area, and the sliding tackle comes in from Arbilla. Separate these two sides. A shock on the cards, and it really would be a shock. 11 straight home victories for Barca prior to today. 6 wins overall.
And the line that and it's always nice to see a small club lifting like Eibar is doing it. 3 seasons ago they were at the 2nd division, and with the pass of the time, year after year, the initial whistle, we see Eibar containing themselves, waiting at the midfield line, not pressuring as high as they were doing early on, but they're ahead. We were talking our, let's say that the media were hoping more than Malaga could put difficult things for Real Madrid, and Eibar was going to be an easy match for.
A lot of Barca's transfer activity last summer was criticised as Jordi Alba this time goes again. Corner taken short by Neymar to Iniesta. The Brazilian receives it back. Ruben Peña out to him, across to...
Because the ball doesn't get there.
Slightly careless, the pass there. Neymar looking frustrated as Jordi Alba stop Barca from attacking. It has caused problems. Luis Suarez has got in, but there's Jordi Alba again. This time a high line and looking for the offsides. Barca play so quickly that once a forward is in behind, and have been left short in recent weeks in that position. Dani Alves, of course, the most high profile of those to leave, as Neymar looks to clip it up and over the top. Lionel Messi was offside.
Didn't work as much as they were hoping. The Australian goalkeeper and Joel did an amazing job.
Neymar not offside. Luis Suarez may have been. It's Neymar that brings it down and looks to play it through. Architect of so much good that Barca do attacking, but has not played regularly. Great play from Neymar to try and feed it through to Messi once more. Barca looking like they are finally raising their game.
And this is what Barca need. Messi abandoned the right flank. He joined into it with Neymar looking for 1-2s. And we all know what happens when these two come together and play nice.
Start playing like we know they can. Great flick from Neymar. Making a good tackle. Barca now forced back out to the halfway line. Neymar trying to get the better of Ander Kappa, who, as you say, Carlos, may be well putting in an audition for the Barca. Jordi Alba again escaping down the left. This time he cuts it back beyond Luis Suarez, beyond Neymar. Appeals for a penalty as Neymar goes over. The referee, who was close to the move, playing an attacking formation. I've got to say, as a neutral, it's good to see both these sides looking to try and score. Neymar checks his run, doesn't want to be offside. Ander Kappa looking to hold him up. Neymar goes infield.
Stupid balls, easy balls that they usually miss.
Neymar up against Ander Kappa again. This time he gets the crossover. Lionel Messi brings it down well on the chest, but is quickly closed down. Now Sergio Roberto can pick his spot, and Ivan Rakitic.
Anything could happen at the transfer market. Let's see. For Eibar, of course, they would like to keep the squad as they have it right now.
No, certainly. It's always a danger for a club like Eibar who have a successful season. The bigger teams will look at their best players, but it's all about renovation, spending the money well, bringing in the players to fit the system, find their shooting boots and finish. Iniesta scoops it out wide to the left flank. Neymar stepping over the ball, taking Ander Kappa out of the game into the near post, and again Joel Rodriguez. Could name any player they wouldn't put in a race down the field. It was Sergio Busquets, but they do maintain possession. Messi from the edge of the area flicks it up. Iniesta's ball on, but Joel Rodriguez home against Eibar. Barca building, trying to find the way to an equaliser before half-time. Neymar up against Arbilla. Arbilla stands his ground, and a really strong fight against Real Madrid as Jordi Alba controls the ball, feeds it to Neymar, quickly closed down by Ruben Peña and Ander Kappa. Jordi Alba offered himself on the overlap. Neymar decided to try and get the cross in, and Neymar will now take the throw. Maybe in this second season under a new coach he will become an integral part of this team, but at the moment Barca looking to try and pull themselves back in. Iniesta goes for goal. It's another superb save from Joel Rodriguez. Luis Suarez puts it back in. Goal from Cristiano Ronaldo in La Rosaleda. Iniesta out wide to Neymar. Ander Kappa does eventually get across to him, arms behind his back to avoid any calls for a penalty. Messi quickly closed down. Ruben Peña got in, and it's Andres Iniesta, another save.
But we need to say that this initial 8 minutes of the second period, Barca on the attack, feeling more comfortable. That switch of taking Sergio Roberto out and putting Andre Gomez kind of like worked. Even that, we've seen most of the attacks on the left flank with Jordi Alba, Neymar and Iniesta as the main protagonist.
Luis Suarez turns and holds off the challenge. Good ball out wide to Neymar. Inside to Messi. No doubt know that Real Madrid were 2-0 down away against Tenerife in 1992, and a year later they also lost to Tenerife, but Tenerife came back from the 2-0 deficit to win 3-2. I think Zinedine Zidane's side may be made of, but of course as Barca push forward, may leave gaps at the back for Eibar to exploit. We shall see. Neymar up against Ander Kappa. Brazilian keeping possession, turning back and finding Luis Suarez in the middle, or rather finding Lionel Messi. Eibar looking to break, but the pass infield wasn't convincing enough. Intercepted. Neymar again away from Ander Kappa, but forced back. The poor touch. Messi through. Now Neymar looking to squeeze his way past the Eibar defence, but it just deflects.
Doing an amazing job. Congratulations to all of the Eibar fans, signing their best season so far.
Bartomeu looking slightly surprised. No reaction from Amaya Gorostiza. Tribuna here at Barca. Well, here at Camp Nou rather, as Lionel Messi tries to feed Neymar. Now perhaps a chance! Off the post and an own goal! Barca back in it. and it took an own goal to get them back into it. David Juncker. Probably a Barca fan growing up, although I wouldn't like to guarantee that. Neymar now, Barca suddenly in the flow, and Eibar.
And that's what the camera went to him.
Up and over the top, but again, Joel Rodriguez showing good command of his area, coming out, helping his defence, his expression. Neymar was not where he wanted him to be. Now the Brazilian does pick it up, pokes it through. Rakitic out once again. Barca, as they have been for the majority of the game, applying the pressure. They have to find another way through here. Neymar again cuts back. Will he get the shot away? He does! It's wide!
A beautiful run by Messi, leaving 2-3 men behind. Then the pass to Neymar, and again another miss. Usually never misses. Neymar, that is on a very good streak. 4 goals in the last 2. He scored a hat-trick against Las Palmas. We saw the starting lineup, and we didn't see Pedro León there at the starting formation. Maybe the star of this Eibar, the former Real Madrid and Getafe player.
And he will look to supply the crosses for Kike Garcia and Sergi Enrich in these closing few minutes. Try and add to Eibar's amazing lead here. A switch to the left for Alba. Neymar up and over the top. Jordi Alba looks to bring it under control. Does so, but is quickly closed down. Forced to go backwards again. Iniesta. You can just see how many bodies Eibar have in that area. Quickly closing down, and appeals for a penalty, and it's given. Paco Alcácer is on. Another one of the Barca summer signings, came from Valencia with André Gomes, and really any player joining Barca as a striker knows that they are going to spend the majority of the season on the bench, and it has taken him a while, but that's the bit that I've got to say I'm not keen on. But anyway, the penalty was saved by Joel Rodriguez. Busquets across to Alba, down the line for Neymar. Appeals for handball, but another corner for the home team, lifted into the near post, flicked on, and this time it does count, and it's Luis Suarez who draws Barcelona level. A Catalan from Girona, may well be a Barca fan, not having his best second half as Neymar races away from Ander Kappa. That's going to be a penalty, and that one is stone wall, as we say.
And attention, because Kappa has a yellow card and he's going to be ejected. Yes, red card for Ander Kappa. This was a penalty.
Listening to the radio to see if Malaga can muster a response and fight their way back. Another ball up and over the top. Neymar across.
Takashi Inui, the MVP of this match.
And poor touch from Gonzalo Escalante, gives the ball back to the home side. Neymar again looking to make his way down the right. Throws over Anaid Sarbilla. Doesn't like that, the Eibar central defender. Neymar never short on confidence.
And I'll cover that last substitution. So pretty much Gonzalo Escalante won't be able to continue. Bebe was about to get in, but this injury of the Argentinian hit.
Neymar across into the 6-yard area, falls to André Gomes on the far side. Has options, pulls it all the way back to Lionel Messi. Messi trying to find his way through yet again. A crowd of Eibar players. A few minutes ago, Carlos, Barca under no pressure at the moment. They're winning by 3 goals to 2. They'll want a couple more perhaps to entertain the fans and round off the season, but Neymar just given the kick by Arbilla, not once but perhaps twice.
It's amazing to see Iniesta running with the ball, the class, the technique he has. For Barca to find his replacement, you're not going to find a replacement, someone that replaces Andrés Iniesta, just a player with different qualities, with different conditions. Yeah, the things were really difficult for them to obtain the title. At least they have one more present, which is the Copa del Rey final against Alaves the next week.
Exactly. Neymar just drawing one flick too many. Galvez not falling for it. Eibar, even with 10, really do want to get something from this. Confirmation both of the 2016-17 campaign, and Neymar offside. Has been a really tremendous season. We've seen the ups and downs and the battle for the top, for the Champions League places